It's Cover 2 time, and in this edition of Hawaii High School Football Weekly, regular season league titles across multiple divisions are up for grabs. We'll get you ready for a consequential weekend. We hook up with a team on the Big Island that remains loyal to the soil. Plus, we got Throwback Thursday, pop quiz on the road, and the newest rising star, that and a whole lot more. But first, let's check in with Mitch Riberall for the state rankings.
Thanks, Rob. It's time for the Cover 2 state rankings and a wild last week in Division 1, and it shows in the polls as Kapa'a surged to the top spot this week after all of the chaos and their win over Waimea. A look at the rest. Konawaina jumps 2 spots into second, followed by Waipahu, Kailua, and then Damien at 5. In Division 2, stays the same in the top 3. Kamehameha Hawaii jumping in at number 5. And in the open division, no shuffling around this week. That all stays the same with Kahuku in the top spot, followed by the Warriors and Crusaders. That's this week's rankings. Back over to you.
Thanks a lot, Mitch. How's it going, everybody? Rob DeMello with former Kamehameha player and coach Abu Ma'afala. And the season rolls on, and so do the Red Raiders of Kahuku under interim head coach Nihoa Pule. Improvement has taken place week in and week out, having already locked up the 1 seed in the OIA Open Division playoffs. Big Red could be a big problem here in the playoffs.
Yeah, they're peaking at the right time, Rob. Coach Hawaiian has done a great job of coming in and just stabilizing a program that was in flux to begin the season. I had a chance to watch them this weekend. Coach David Stant got that offense humming. They're understanding what they're doing, and that defense continues to do what they do, play suffocating, get after the quarterback, create turnovers and havoc. And it's going to be awesome to watch Kahuku as they march into the OIA playoffs and beyond into the states, hopefully.
It's that time of the year where Kahuku starts playing their best football, so look out. Now, their game against Campbell this week has been canceled as both teams now prepare for the league playoffs, but it's town-bound in the ILH that revs the engine for this week's Built Ford Tough matchup. It's do or die time for the defending state champs of St. Louis, as the Crusaders will have their season on the line when they face off with Kamehameha on Friday night. Now, just 2 weeks ago, the Warriors stunned the Saints behind pick sixes from Kamaka Lorenzo and Evan Casimero, securing a second win over St. Louis in their last 3 meetings. The Crusaders, though, bounced back last week with a win over Punahou as Jordan Nunuha hauled in a pair of touchdowns to set up the ultimate revenge game that either extends the race for the ILH crown or crowns Kamehameha as ILH king for the first time in 16 years. Buckle up for a big one.
You got to trust your process. You got to trust your preparation. I mean, we work extremely hard, so this should be fuel to their fire moving forward, right? But again, it goes back to, do you trust what we do every day? Do you trust your process? Do you trust what we're coming out here and doing on a daily basis, preparing for the game? And if you do, we should have success.
We didn't even hit our best forms of, our best forms of team play. Coach still feels like, and we still feel like we have a whole nother level to reach, and it's pretty fun thinking what we can be and what we are going to be as a team. But that's why we come out, we give glory to God, we keep working day in and day out. We just keep pushing even when our bodies are sore, when we're tired. It doesn't faze us. We're going to come out and do our best.
All right, Coach, let's start with the Warriors. A huge win a couple of weeks ago to create this win and you're in scenario, but you got to go out and do it again now. Defense has been solid, but you get a feeling that in a game like this, extending drives with the run game will be very pivotal.
And the Kamehameha has what it takes to go ahead and establish the run, which they're going to need. They've got a big offensive line that can move defenders up front. And I know Melcher has been incredible when the ball is in his hands. That O-line is going to have to work together this week because St. Louis has some talent up front, but they have the guys to be able to go in battle. And whoever can establish the run game this week got a chance to get in the States.
Big games always come down to the big boys, right? That's what we're looking at right here. And as for the Crusaders, the offense has been inconsistent as of late, averaging multiple turnovers per game. So Tom Kallmeyer's defense might need to offset that by taking the ball away themselves, and they got the talent to go out and do just that, right?
They absolutely do. You know, actually in the last game when they played Kamehameha, they held Kamehameha to 128 total yards of offense. They've got big defensive linemen that are hard to move. They got linebackers that can play the run and defend the pass, and they've got great DBs that are ball hawks back there, and they're just going to need to limit some of their penalties to not put Kamehameha in position to score, but they have what it takes to be successful, and hopefully they can come out and do what they need to do to get the dub on Friday night.
Ooh, this one should be fun. Heart rates will be rising on Friday night on the campus of Kamehameha. A huge game in the ILH as the Warriors can clinch the Open Division title with a win, or St. Louis can keep their title hopes alive with a victory themselves. Oh, you know what time it is. It's all aboard the hype train. All right, before we take a timeout, it's the best of the best from last week's action in Hawaii Prep football. And we can use your help on social media. Use the hashtag Cover2. You can also tag yours truly or Mitch Ribeiro on Instagram. And your big play could be featured right here on Cover2. Here's this week's Cover2 and Spectrum Play of the Week.
Courtesy Spectrum XCast. Congratulations to Kahuku running back Toa Sam. In last week's win over Mililani, the sophomore added to his already impressive season highlight reel, showing his vision, escapability, and speed with the 60-yard touchdown run, his 9th score of the season. And that's your Cover2 and Spectrum Play of the Week.
Aloha, I'm Monihara, and it's Throwback Thursday time. Tonight, we fire up the Cover2 time machine and head back to 2010, when Kalaheo's Jesse Carney was carving up the OIA in the Mustangs' triple option attack. A three-sport athlete, wrestler, track star, and two-way football workhorse at linebacker and tailback, Jesse Carney ran circles around the OIA Division II. During his senior season, he led Kalaheo to the state playoffs, racking up over 1,400 rushing yards and 16 touchdowns. He even broke the state single-game rushing record with 379 yards in a blowout win over Kalani, a mark that still stands today. After leaving Kailua, Carney found success playing JUCO ball on the mainland, first with the Mesa Thunderbirds in Arizona, then earning a scholarship to Dickinson State in North Dakota, where he helped lead the Blue Hawks to their first winning season in 4 years. Today, Carney works as an operator in the North Dakota oil fields and lives with his wife and 2 young children. Tonight, we send some aloha to Jesse Carney of the Kalaheo Mustangs from Cover2. I'm Monihara. Thanks for watching.
Welcome back to Cover2, Hawaii High School Football Weekly. It's straight up chaos in the OIA's Division I, where between Waianae, Aiea, and Moanalua, 2 will be in and 1 will be out of the league playoffs, with the Sea Riders and Na'ali'i controlling their own destiny. Now, as for the regular season title, that scenario is simple. The winner between Waipahu and Kailua on Saturday night will be the #1 seed. And when it comes to riding a wave of momentum, perhaps no team is ripping quite like the Surf Riders, winners of 4 straight games.
I think our defense, we study film quite a bit. I think we just gel, you know what I mean? We just feed off each other, we feed off the energy. So I think we look forward to the challenge. We don't shy away from it, we look forward to it.
Ever since that Waianae game, this team has put up a lot of points, held a lot of teams down. What did that Waianae game teach you guys, or at least did it light a fire, get you guys back on the right track?
Coach likes to say they woke up the sleeping giant, and I mean, I think that's true. It definitely was a wake-up call for us. I mean, you just can't come in thinking you're all high and mighty, you know what I mean? You just got to humble ourselves, play our game. So I think that really just made us aware that, you know, we're beatable, we're humans. So yeah, I just think we just got to play our game and execute.
And over in the OIA Open Division, the #2 seed behind Kahuku in the league playoffs will be up for grabs when Kapolei and Mililani square off Saturday night in the Second City, as the Hurricanes, enjoying one of their best seasons in program history, can make a serious statement by snapping an 8-game losing streak to the Trojans, a skid that dates back to 2016.
throughout all these weeks, all of these practices, you know, we've just been grinding. For me, I've just been learning with all of my teammates, and all of us have just been improving with each other. So yeah, it just really helped us improve since week 1.
Yeah, and for the rest of the season, what do you guys have to do to take that extra step?
Never look too forward. Always play the person in front of you and dominate them. As like I always as I always say to my teammates, to just never look ahead and always dominate the person in front of you, and one game at a time.
And over on the Big Island, the Conowino Wildcats are on the prowl. Winners of 6 straight games, the Kelly Green Machine is averaging 49 points per outing during that dominating stretch. But as Mitch Riberall tells us in For Life, the Kea'au football program has the patience and practicality required to ensure growth.
While the Kea'au Cougars try and take care of business on the field, this program does much more off of it as well, which includes helping provide for their community while also learning some new life skills.
We ready? Okay. Let's go, 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 let's go.
The Kea'au Cougars are a close-knit group, and it shows from their play on the football field.
You know, time flies by, but, you know, I'm super proud of these young men. They put in a lot of hard work.
But their bond was strengthened as they stepped off of the field and into the garden.
They start bonding in new ways. The laughter is real. And when the intentions are of pure aloha, the intention to learn how to feed ourselves again. I have so much gratitude to the football team for our coaches that allowed and believed in this opportunity for the boys to have their team bonding experience, not in Disney Park but here at Ka'ana.
Yeah, this is like a team bonding for us right now. We're not talking about football, we're just talking as real boys and just doing work.
The Cougars football squad, who has been doing this for a couple of years, has taken time before practices throughout the season to help grow food for their community.
This is Ka'ana. We're using the aina to just, you know, provide for us and our school. We're planting like kalo, all of that, and we harvest it. Basically what we're trying to do is we're just trying to show that we can be self-sustainable like back then.
We're trying to build young men that, you know, going to be great contributors to the community, and, you know, being able to see everybody work together and, you know, and be able to strive for one goal, you know, and at least, you know, the future looks great, you know, for Hawaii, you know.
And it's also a way to bring the players back to their family roots and learn about their culture on the islands.
It means a lot because, like, it brings out your culture and shows you who you really are, who your ancestors was, what they did back then. Just shows you your roots.
While it may seem just as simple as planting the seeds, it's actually much more complex, as young athletes must also tend to the garden.
This is the one we take out Yarakin grass.
Yeah, but watch out because you might pull the whole thing. If anything, you gotta grab that sickle and cut them.
And looking from the outside in, gardening and football may not look like there's much in common, but actually, they go hand in hand.
Well, it's like if our team was like a plant, somebody gotta pour the water, somebody gotta put the dirt, we gotta dig out the weeds, get rid of all the bad things. Like, I feel like it brings us together as one, brings us together, and it just shows us like that if we put it all together, we can nourish and bloom like a nice flower.
If you look at it, it's kind of like the process, trusting the process, you know, same, you know, similar to football, you know, being able to put some work in, plant, you know, and then you get your fruit at the end, you know, that's your payout, yeah.
And now the Cougars hope to watch their season continue to grow, just like the seeds they have planted, as the football playoffs are inching closer. Reporting for Cover 2, I'm Mitch Riberall.
Oh, that's beautiful. I'd probably want to be able to speak fluently in every language, because if I travel, just go meet other people in new places.
I don't know. I'd rather talk to animals so I could talk to my cat Pickle.
I don't know, I like to talk to animals, you know, be connected with nature, you know, just...
Yeah, I would do talk to animals too. Just see how they're doing, you know?
I'm gonna change my answer, yeah. Talking to animals is a lot more fun, so...
Humans, you could just easily talk to them. I mean, you could learn the language easily, but for animals, it's totally different. I mean, we can't do that.
Talk to a horse, probably, yeah.
What would you say to a horse?
Can I get a ride?
Welcome back to Cover 2, Hawaii High School Football Weekly. As explained earlier in the show, playoff spots are on the line in the OIA's Division 1, where Aiea can lock up a spot with a win at Nanakuli on Friday night. Now, although the Golden Hawks are eliminated from postseason contention, they'll be playing for pride as senior leader, University of Hawaii-bound 6'5" receiver Vainu'upo Fanuaia will end his prep career with the mindset of treat every game exactly the same.
Yes, sir. It's always, you know, we can never play a perfect game. We aim to play a perfect game, but you're going to make mistakes. And we are, as a team, you know, it's all about getting up together. Even when we fall, when one falls, we pick him up together. And I feel like that's been the biggest emphasis, is that we really a family out here. It's not just a team. I feel like that's really been the main focus.
You know, there's a lot of talk about, you know, about life for you after Nanakuli, but is it just that can wait?
Not for sure. Right now, it's just focus on my boys, focus on the team, and focus on what we can do right now. And then leave the future in the future. That's God's plan, and I'll leave it up to him.
And the latest KHON2 Sports Heat Check takes us to the OIA's Division 2, where the red-hot Castle Knights will play Pearl City for the 3 seed in the league tournament on the heels of a hat trick from junior defensive back Noah Sibe. He had 3 interceptions in a win at Waialua last week and now has 5 picks on the season. Kickoff between the Knights and Chargers in Kaneohe set for Friday night at 7:30.
What's up, everybody? Billy Hull of the Honolulu Star Advertiser and Let's Talk Sports here to present this week's Rising Star presented by Domino's. The defending Division II state champion Kamehameha Maui Warriors are banking on a young starter on offense being a true rising star to get them to a 4th state final in 5 seasons. Sophomore quarterback Kekoa Ke'au Davis has not taken long to find himself comfortable at the varsity level. With a slew of weapons around him, Ke'au Davis has led the Warriors to a 6-0 mark in the MIL after starting the season with 2 games on Oahu. Ke'au Davis, who has thrown for nearly 700 yards and 10 touchdowns and rushed for 278 yards and 2 more scores, has gone 4 straight games without throwing a pick after tossing 3 interceptions in his first 2 Maui games. The Warriors have scored 36 or more points in their last 5, and Ke'au Davis has helped put KS Maui in the top spot in the Cover 2 Division II rankings. So congratulations to quarterback Kekoa Ke'au Davis, this week's Rising Star.
Welcome back to Cover 2. I'm now joined with the offensive coordinator of the Kalani Falcons, Parker Bodie. Parker, it's been a heck of a season for you. I know it's been a lot of ups, a lot of downs, but a very young football team of the Kalani Falcons. The future's bright.
Yeah, we're a young team. We got 2 senior starters on our team. So dealing with the trials and tribulations of a young team, emphasizing the importance of doing your job, executing, and telling them that football is really a game of mistakes, and the team that makes the least amount of mistakes is the team that's going to win. So emphasizing that, but these kids are committed to being the best out there.
You were a quarterback in high school, and you know how hard it is. You played at Kamehameha. You understand the trials and tribulations of a season. How do you relate to these kids and having the understanding that, you know, just it's continue to push week after week?
Yeah, you know, the game of football is ups and downs, and so I always tell them that we got to be even keel. Can't get too up about the ups, can't get too down about the downs. Just stay even keel, and hopefully my experience in relating it to them, hopefully they can learn from that.
Parker, you're also a major in the Honolulu Police Department. How do you instill the discipline to these young men?
Yeah, addressing the little things, because if you take care of the little things, it'll take care of the big things, and really stressing to them the importance of the decisions that they make now can impact their future.
Coach, you have a big big game coming up against Kalaheo this Saturday. I know they're a very tough opponent, but I know you guys are kind of looking to play a little bit of spoilers too.
Yeah, you know, they're a well-coached football team. Coach Jameson has done a tremendous job out there of turning the program around in a very short amount of time, so that's a testament to him. So it's going to be a real challenge for us.
For Major Parker Bodie and offensive coordinator Parker Bodie, I'm Mark Veneri. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks a lot, guys. All right, fellas, it is double Shaka's time. Our boy Billy had to take off a little early, but he left the Shakas behind, and that is for Moanalua quarterback A.J. Withy Allen. Check this out. He completed 90% of his passes for 136 yards and 2 touchdowns last week. He's an awesome football player, and if the name sounds familiar, well, it should. That's the son of former Kalaheo and UHQB Sean Withy Allen. Abu, that's your boy.
Man, stunning like his daddy right there, man. Great to see. My double Shakas takes us to the west side, up the Ave, right past my house, to the Nanakuli Golden Hawks.
Hawks, baby.
They were serving up some of that Nanakuli special against Kaiser in their first win for the season. We had 2 running backs, Naehu Kipi, Zaid Kalua. They totaled a whopping 535 yards of rushing in that game. Rob, in the last 2 weeks, they've compiled over 1,000 yards of total offense. Hats off. N-Town never down, my boy.
There you go. Right on. Congrats to them. Mitch, where are you going?
Yeah, mine are going to the Honoka'a Dragons. Last week, taking on the then number 4th ranked team in Division II. And the Dragons making a statement, winning 48-0 with some big help from their defensive squad. And that marks their 4th win this season. And check this, every single win this year, they have not allowed an opponent to score more than 6 points. So my Shaka is going to Honoka'a.
And I'm sending Shakas out to 2 former Cover 2 Ka'ulu Kukui Award winners. Tua Tagovailoa, Dylan Gabriel. NFL history will be made this weekend. First ever meeting between Hawaii-born starting quarterbacks when Tua and the Dolphins face DG and the Browns. Win, lose, or draw, double Shakas to the Hawaii Gridiron legend. That does it for us. We got to go. Catch you next week. Aloha.